Hi everyone, this is Hiba from My Little Journal, and I am back creating in my Me, Myself, and I project. I'm going to be working on, I think, prompt number 9, 10, and 11. And I believe prompt number 9 was to document either your kids, your pet, your parents, siblings, a family member, basically, or somebody who you truly love. And this year, I'm going with my parents. Last year, I believe I documented my siblings. And I thought it is my parents' turn. Now, obviously, I could have easily documented my kids, my husband, my pet, but I feel like I'm always documenting them. And I wanted to make sure that I talk a little bit about my parents as well in my Me, Myself, and I album because they mean the world to me and to my kids. So anyways, as always, I'm using the Southport Alpha stamp from the Paper Person shop, and I'm stamping parents right at the top. That's going to be my title. I also will be grabbing the stamp set from Everyday Explorers. It had a little stamp that said best, so I'm stamping it right next to parents, so it's going to end up saying best parents, and I'm going to add my journaling right underneath my title. Now, because I'm loving this album so much and I can use my 3x4 cards. So I decided that I'm going to use this 3x4 card that says the best thing, and it's in pink. It's beautiful. So I'm going to end up adding that into my little album here. But I also want to add a little something to my journaling card. So I go through this little pack of die cuts. I found a little label that says family time and another one that said together. So I end up using the tab at the top of my journaling card, and it's basically going to stick out from behind my journaling card. I like adding little tidbits like this throughout my 4x4 album. I like seeing things stuck out of the album, basically. So I'm going to end up adding that. I'm going to add together right above my journaling. And then I'm going to start working on my 3x4 card. So like I said, I really love that card that says the best thing. So I'm going to go ahead, punch out my holes, and I'm going to have to back up the card with another card because the back side, as you can see, is in red and it's blah. So I'm going to go through a few of my 3x4s. I found this one that said in good company, and I really, really liked it. It's in this kind of crafty color. You can see me here trying out the different cards, but I do end up going with in good company. And what I decided to do is actually use my large number acetates to add to the card. There's so much space on that card, and I thought it was a great spot to hold my number. So I'm going to grab those acetate numbers from Studio Calico and actually end up adding the number 9 to my 3x4 card. By the way, you see me a lot moving cards around, so I move them out of my way, bring them back, kind of see how everything looks together. This is how my brain works. I like to see everything together, but at the same time, I can't work over my cards and my project. That's why I tend to move them to the side, then bring them back again and put them all together. I know it's kind of annoying because I'm moving cards around all the time and shifting them, but it just works better for me that way. And I just hate working over my cards and my projects, so that just makes more sense to me. Anyways, as you can see, I added some stapling or staples to my number, and now I can move on to prompt number 10. So prompt number 10 was what upsets you? And at the moment, COVID is really getting under my skin. It has been getting under my skin, but this year, man, I'm over it. So I decided to document how the cases have risen this past few months or weeks, let's say. So what I decided to do was print out the map with the COVID cases. And then on the opposite side, I'm going to add my journaling and my title. I'm going to start by stamping COVID using the Southport Alpha stamp from the Paper Person shop. And then I'm going to use an older stamp set from the Paper Person shop. There's the word sucks, and I wanted to use it. So I'm going to end up grabbing that stamp set and then stamping sucks right next to COVID. While I have that stamp out, I decided that I needed a little something around my journaling. It just felt a little bit bland. So I'm going to use words and sentiments and things like that from that same stamp set to stamp a little border around my journaling. And I do use some red ink and black ink, but I stamp like, "Are you kidding me?" and thoughts and feelings on this. I think I stamped like just little words that made sense with my journaling. Once I stamp it out, and actually for this stamp, there was a large word, and then right underneath it, it said thoughts and feelings. So I decided to just ink up thoughts and feelings and add that to the left side of my journaling. And I really like how that looks. Now I can go ahead and stick down my journaling. And I thought I was done, but that same stamp set had the middle finger, and I was like, heck yeah, I'm using that. So what I decided to do is stamp the circle that says goodbye. And right in the center, I'm going to stamp the middle finger. And there's a filler stamp. So I'm going to use the filler stamp to fill that out to give it like the skin color or skin tone. And I'm going to trim it out and add it to my photo. I think it was the perfect touch for how I'm feeling. It really represents how I feel right now. And I will also use some alpha stickers to add the number 10. And then I'll call prompt number 10 done. And the whole layout totally shows how angry I am without using pictures, without all of that stuff. So I definitely recommend it. If you are documenting COVID this year in your Me, Myself, and I project, definitely go with the map and the cases and just put it all in your journaling, and definitely will represent how you're feeling at the moment. Anyways, we are done with prompt number 10 and we're moving on to prompt number 11, which is what's in my bag. Last year, I went bold and big and I had a large photo. This year, I shrunk it down to fit into my 4x4, but I'm gonna go bold with my number. So I'm trying to use these acetates, and I noticed I don't have an extra one. I only have one. So I decided I'm gonna trim my 4 and make it work. And you're really not going to tell that it was a 4 because I'm going to layer my numbers, and it works out perfectly. And by the way, when I printed my photo, I printed it this way where I had 2 large borders on the side because I knew I could use my bold numbers, and I can add my journaling on the opposite side. So that's why you see kind of that extra white space on my photo. Once I stick down my numbers, I'm going to grab my stapler and staple them down. I'm going to stick down my journaling to the opposite side of my spread. And then I'm going to grab my alpha stickers and use them to spell out what's in my bag. And I'm going to create it more like a border around my photo. I really, really like how this looks. I love the what's in my bag because every year we change out what's in our bags. And I really thought this year it's going to be a better one where I don't have a mask and hand sanitizer and all that stuff, but they're still there. So I documented it. By the way, you can't really see the mask because my mask is white, but it's in the photo. And obviously all my little knickknacks, and I carry a very small bag, so that's why I don't have loads of things in my purse. But anyways, you guys, that's about it. I am done with my prompt number 11. I'm going to put all my layouts in my album, call it done, and I hope to be back very soon sharing more of my Me, Myself, and I project. I hope you guys have been enjoying these process videos. And don't forget, I will be adding all the links for everything I use down in the description box for you. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. And I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye.